JDs and Littlemen, Joys and Burrows. It's been a while since I ever posted anything on this channel, so let's return by talking about getting a foot job at Denny's. Not IHOP, not Waffle House, Denny's. This is more than just lust. This is about showing true love to your partner, whether it be your first date or a relationship that's lasted a very long time. The most romantic way to show that love is by having your partner give you a foot job at Denny's. Denny's ain't just a restaurant. It's a dimension. It's the physical embodiment of liminal space and bad life decisions wrapped up in a foreskin of a mysterious yet knowingly wonderful establishment. There's no judgment in Denny's at all. You could be wearing clown shoes and a bathrobe, or be naked while asking for the Grand Slam sandwich, and nobody would flinch, like at all. They'd probably just jiggle your balls and tell you, good job, which makes it the perfect place for a forbidden ex. Denny's doesn't just tolerate your degeneracy. It absorbs it like a sponge of sin and drizzles it onto that one nutsock on the floor that every restaurant has for some reason. Why a foot job at Denny's, you ask? Why not just get freaky at home like a normal person, your dumbass is probably thinking? Because a foot job isn't just about sex.
Alright, I'll be there in 5.
It's about transcendence. It's a primal instinct, daring, and gross, but in a way that's spiritual. Getting a foot job at Denny's is like saying, I've unlocked a level of free will you retards will never achieve. It shows confidence, enlightenment, and it's a representation of what Gandhi once said, which is, everything you do in life will be insignificant, but it's very important. My wife is texting. Everything you do in life will be insignificant, but it's very important that you do it anyway. Many ancient cultures believed that feet were sacred. Chinese reflexology, biblical foot washing feet have always carried such a symbolic weight. So when you're getting one off under the table while sipping strawberry milkshake, you're not weird for it. You're just carrying a tradition. You're being a modern Socrates, a philosopher. A fucking foot philosopher. So you can't just walk into Denny's at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday expecting magic. No. The perfect time is between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. That's when Denny's shifts into its final form. The waitstaff is half asleep, the other customers are geeked off Monster Energy and divorce papers, and no one's gonna notice. And even if they do, they'll respect you for it. There's perks to getting a foot job at Denny's. For example, built-in lube, which is pancake syrup. Enough said. There's always a sad jazz cover of a 90s pop song playing in the background. It's the perfect soundtrack for the sexy situation you're in. Infinite coffee. Keeps you alert during the process. I mean, you don't want to fall asleep mid-job. That's embarrassing. And for the cheap Mr. Crab motherfuckers out there, it's affordable. You can foot climax and then split a $4 Grand Slam with your partner. That is true love. True romance right there. You and your partner will never ever forget this moment. You two will share an unspoken bond forged in the fires of shamelessness. When you lock eyes over your hash browns after finishing, you'll know, I've seen your soul and felt the back of your heel. Other couples take vacations. You hustle and take a stand in a public diner using nothing but the power of courage and toe-on dick action. Now I want you to sit there and ask yourself, what the hell is dignity? Does it even exist? Or is it just a social construct created by humans who have never experienced the sacred bliss of a waffle-scented orgasm? At Denny's, you abandon the illusion of shame. You become pure and real. Now I'll be real and honest, there's a lot of risk involved with getting a foot job at Denny's. There's a chance someone walks by, maybe some young employee who sees something strange under the table, but that's just part of the thrill. That's the thing that separates a legend from a loser. Now here's the real reason you'll thank me later. You'll maybe be 88 years old, sitting in your wheelchair with your grandkids at your feet, and they'll ask, Grandpa, what's the wildest thing you ever did? And you'll smile, thinking back to that sacred night, that moment, that foot, that warm menu pressing into your thigh, and you'll say, I got a foot job at Denny's, and I do it again. So next time you're at Denny's staring at the salt shaker and wondering what you're doing with your life, just remember, you could be getting a foot job at Denny's right now. Now enjoy the rest of your life, and in case I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night. Subscribe.